Hey viewers, so we are back again, this time with one of our favorite songs from Coke Studio Season 14 called Kana Yaari. I wouldn't say anything further. I think we should just jump to this particular track and then we will discuss it further.
Absolutely. Let's go.
Yep,
Three, two, one, play.
Coke Studio, Season 14.
subs on.
कन यारी गद्दारी इश्क नामे गारेदा इश्क नामे गारदा इश्क नामे गारदा इश्की फकीरानी पीरों मुरीदानी इश्की वलियानी हुदाए खलीलानी इश्क पिड़ा के मरचा
This instrument.
हमलो मा गंजा कसी हस्ती बिजानी इश्क नूरवा तरबा मिसरी चम्मानी नबी इश्क चुकी तो को पिलानी कना यारी गद्दारी इश्के नामे गार अदा कना यारी गद्दारी इश्के नामे गार अदा इश्के नामे गार अदा इश्के नामे गार अदा कना यारी गद्दारी इश्के नामे गार अदा
Fire.
Jazz भी दोस्त गोड़ा दोस्ते चे फायदे रोज वजन दूसरा वह हमेशा निराद दे मन हो तेरा साथ दाते टोक कम ज्यादा दे मेहरंगा दिला अस्त न बदला मवादे बाय दे के मन का न गेलक चुशे रोचा फायदे नी निवा एदा धीरे बत्ती रोका शमु शमल लेके तगे गपा नवती निवा अंचे मर्दम नेस्ते के कासे दे बरोका दोस्त गुशी शंकु इच मगो चुप एका गप मकंकार बे गम बे कवार बे दिल गुशी शंकु वार बे का चुप मा बे गम मका बार बे दोस्त गुजार मा बे हम मनी मुखालिफा अतई बीत दोस्त ते जो शिकारा आना वाला मनी चंबो दोस्त दर दुश्मन बीत दोस्त वदा मुतमईन को मवतु वती दिल
खर्चा तो मजाजे वावा चम्मी न चारे वावा वत अत के
It's
तो
so
मनी
fun.
रहा मत मनाच भी जारे हम गरीबी दे दिली सा तो अमीर तेरा मनी जुदाई मा फल्ला खुश बिका तेरा जिंदगिया मा
Beautiful
पल्ले
line.
कब तक गंदगिया तो खलीज तबे आबा मन लियारी मन बर्बाद तो अशी वापी वपसाते मां भाई मरीज दा नफ्सियाते ये दुनिया खुशी दा इश्क द्रू भले दुनिया नहीं इसका करो ये दुनिया जो ले चाहती है दुनिया तारा इश्क बेवारती
What line, man?
दस्ता बदे जानी दस्ता वतियानी दुश्मन बया संगत बस वादा बहारानी मर्दम वतारानी परजा मजानी रंदा मकन तो दिलबर मारा शिगानी का नजारी सदवारी औली तामे प्यारे दा का नजारी सदवारी औली तामे प्यारे दा औली तामे प्यार दा औली तामे प्यार दा कना यारी गद्दारी इश्क नामे गार दा
दोस्त दर दुश्मन बीत दोस्त
इश्क नामे गार अदा
वदा
How
मुतमईन
beautiful is that?
वती दिल
Man.
इश्क नामे गार अदा इश्क नामे गार अदा इश्क नामे गार अदा इश्क नामे गार अदा इश्क नामे
Oh,
This is the kind of track that makes me move.
so tell me why have you revisited this song? So you were telling me that these days, after 6 months,
Hmm.
I mean, it's been what, 6 months since its release, and you have been listening to this daily. Why?
Okay, so I have rediscovered this
Why
particular.
now?
Why now?
Why now?
I have rediscovered this particular track. Um,
I'm interviewing you. Why now? What
tell
value
me,
it brings?
tell me. But yeah, I mean, I love this track the first time as well. But at that point in time, other tracks from Coke Studio just overshadowed this one. I don't know for some reason. And recently, I started to just observe few reels on this particular track, and people were choreographing on this track like crazy. And one of our viewers had this complaint as well that neither of us had Kana Yaari in our top five Coke Studio season 14 tracks. And I honestly went back and thought that this song deserved an honorable mention at least in our video. This was the second track of the season, and it's
Yeah.
crazy. It's crazy. It had folk, it had EDM, it had rap, and not only that, what I loved about this particular track the most is that it had brilliant representation of Balochi musicians in this particular track. So Kaifi Khalil, who is the guy who is singing the main vocalist. Then we have Abdul Wahab Bugti, who is sitting with the instrument and playing the instrument and singing again. Eva B as well. And this particular
You
track,
forgot lyrics.
the lyrics,
Forgot lyrics.
the lyrics. I mean, I'll talk about it later. But why do you like this particular track?
So for me, it's very simple. It was all about EDM, not EDM per se. It's not electronic dance music, but it was all about electronic music.
Electronic music.
So, say the first track, To Joom, also had electronic music, electronic element, and that was amazing. I mean, I was kind of shocked because this was the first time Coke Studio was employing electronic instruments like this way, in this way, right? It is on the forefront in every single track. It is right in your face.
Yeah.
Previously, it was there, but it was like kind of overshadowed by other stuff. To Joom had electronic music, and I was kind of shocked because with Abida Parveen and Nasibullah, you never imagine electronic music, right? That just doesn't go together, but it did go together. But because it had Abida Parveen and Nasibullah, it did kind of get overshadowed under those giants. And this particular track, it kind of bloomed.
Yeah,
You know,
true.
it kind of flowered. And yeah, it was, I mean, I was just blown away by how they employed these instruments and the use of it. I mean, I'm a bass head, probably, right? I think I am a bass head, and this is why I usually love the bass lines and those instruments. But here, Coke Studio this season have like completely replaced the classical bass guitar and all those bass
True.
instruments,
True.
and has replaced it with synth bass and octopad and all
Yeah.
that. And oh my god, I'm loving it.
Absolutely. And as you were mentioning, the use of bass, I think we both love throughout the season. We were discussing about the bass, the use of bass. And it's very good point that you have mentioned that the traditional bass guitar has not been used throughout the season, right? I think in one or two of the tracks they might have used it. I'm forgetting it right now, but that's a really good point. The lyrics that you were mentioning, I initially heard this particular song just as a fun song. It was a good groovy song which makes you move. But once I started to focus on the lyrics, how playfully they are conveying those verses which are very deep, right? Very deep lyrics. Everyone's part, not only Abdul Wahab Bugti's part, but also Eva B's rap. It's really
Yeah,
meaningful. Also Kaifi
it's
Khalil's part.
counter narrative. Yeah.
Absolutely. And how beautifully they have gelled that. This is beyond amazing for me when it comes to lyrics.
For me, why I love this season so much and what makes it so special is everyone keeps saying every single artist keep mentioning that the creative freedom they had from Zulfi, right? So they got to write their own lyrics. Eva B wrote her
Yeah.
own lyrics. Kafi wrote his own lyrics, right? And they had to write counter narratives.
Yeah.
But even then, first of all, what poetry, what meaningful lyrics, brilliant, right? And again, all the musicians had leeway
Yeah.
to write their own lines or notes and fit in. And with this much creative freedom to each single um, player,
Mm-hmm.
musician, the masterpiece after masterpiece. This whole season is
Yeah.
just beyond anything
Absolutely.
In
Yeah.
Pakistan music history, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there were this first couple of seasons of Coke Studio that blew everyone away,
Mm.
and then it kind of set a standard, right?
Mm.
That this is Coke Studio, this is
Yeah.
how good it's gonna be, and everyone had those expectations throughout the multiple seasons, right? From season 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 until season 12, 13.
Mm.
This season was completely something else, and
Completely.
I
Yeah.
would again come back. I would again come back to the music arrangement. I mean, worth mentioning, every song had a unique video,
Yeah.
and
True.
how amazing. I mean, these videos are blowing. Why? Not only because of setup, but also because these all of these tracks are live and single shot.
Mm. One shot videos. Yeah.
One shot video, one shot
Audio.
audio,
Yeah.
and in the same shot.
Absolutely.
One shot audio and video in the same shot. And how difficult it is to walk around, perform, and sing.
True.
Uh, I can't even begin to describe it.
We don't even know how many rehearsals these guys used to do, and the final product is so amazing that we forget about the effort that it would have taken them to achieve that.
And these are human beings, right? And Kaifi Khalil and Eva B, they are coming for the first time on such a huge
Huge
platform.
platform.
When we talk about coming to such platforms, you get sweaty,
Yeah,
you get shaky,
yeah, yeah,
your legs go cold,
absolutely.
right? Yeah. So for me, it was all about music. I mean, the lyrics are amazing, the singing is amazing. Eva B, let it,
Yeah,
let it.
yeah,
Like
absolutely.
she put fire. But again, I would repeat again and again. So Balalaika, that instrument that I was saying, Balalaika
Hmm.
was
Hmm.
such an amazing sound. And yeah, I am all about electronic music these days. This is innovation. This is this is future. And the sooner you adopt and you change, and you embrace these things, the better.
Absolutely. We keep on saying that on our channel as well, that we wonder how Coke Studio itself would basically exceed the expectation in the next season. How would they meet the bar? They have set the standard so high. I still wonder how they are gonna do it in next season.
One thing I want to mention before anything.
Hmm.
So the Coke Studio has done one thing brilliantly from the season one, which is subtitles.
Hmm.
So they put in the original Urdu script, they put in the romanized
Romanized. Yeah.
Urdu lyrics, and English translation. And the English translation is brilliant.
Yeah.
It's absolutely brilliant. So
Absolutely.
we always say that there is a lot that gets lost in translation. Not here. I mean, there is some that get lost in translation,
Yeah.
but they do capture the meaning, the essence very well. So amazing job there as well. And they have set a standard. They have set an example
Hmm.
for all other platforms and musicians.
Yeah.
That this helps. This helps not only the domestic audience but foreign audience, but also one important aspect here that a lot of the musicians don't do. You When you're producing music, when you're producing art and culture, you do not want to confine it in your borders and boundaries,
Yeah.
right?
True.
You wanna let it fly. And how do you do that? First of all, you keep loose copyright copyright claims, first thing. And second, you cover all the bases so that foreign audience can consume that music.
Yeah, true.
And both of these things are done brilliantly by Coke Studio.
Absolutely. Just adding to your point, um, the the Romanized Urdu that they have added, how it has benefited is that many independent artists, even from Bangladesh, from India, from other regions, even from Turkey, I think from western part of the world as well, they have covered the song using the Romanized Urdu
Yeah.
version, right? So it basically makes the song spread far and wide, and that's what Coke Studio Season 14 has done.
This is why I mean, look at the success. Pasuri has
Over 200,
233
yeah,
million views in 6 months. And other songs have like more than 10, 20 million views
yeah,
from this season. And again, this is the reason is that everyone can consume it to at least to some extent.
yeah,
They otherwise you can consume it in a very very limited manner.
absolutely. That's true.
So yeah, kudos to Coke Studio. I hope that other platforms and musicians follow their lead and cover their bases. One more thing that I wanna mention quickly, it's getting long. I mean, everything about Coke Studio season 14 is pristine, is accurate, is amazing, it's just beyond words. They're mixing their precision, the sound of each track
Each
and
track.
mixing, and it is just beyond words. It is
True.
so brilliantly done. It's top of the line, world class, top of the line.
World class stuff.
Done.
We should wrap it up now because it's getting too long now.
Yes.
But anyways, thank you for staying with us and watching this particular video, and we will see you on the next one. Take care. Bye bye.